All right, 99.9 Punk World Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is, and right here we are live with Calgary, Alberta's finest. That's right, we got the turnarounds right here, live on the radio station airwaves, and of course, Facebook and YouTube as well. Guys, how are you doing tonight out there in Calgary?
Doing all right.
How are you doing yourself?
Oh man, doing best I can possibly be. Just enjoying the middle of the week. Very much looking forward to Friday, even though it is Monday today. But you know, you always gotta wish for Friday, man. Get that work week done.
It is
Right.
coming.
But I know you guys are very busy individuals, so of course I'm not going to take you away from your Monday night too long. But I got to take you back to the very beginning of the turnarounds, just a few years ago when you guys actually formed this band. I have to ask, how did you guys actually meet and come together as one to form the turnarounds? Because you three have such phenomenal chemistry on stage, man. You guys are one of the best bands I have heard in a long time to grace the great white north of Canada.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Jordan and I went to high school together, and we just kind of met through luck, through mutual friends, and then me and him were in a band, and we were out of a band, so we started this band.
And then I saw them post on Instagram that they needed a guitarist. It was through a friend actually, so like I went through that friend to get to them, and now they're my friends.
Yeah, now we're in the band, and we make mobile music for everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Man. Hey man, you gotta bless Facebook, man. At the end of the day, Facebook has a lot of negativity on that platform, but there's a lot of positivity that also comes out of Facebook as well, like this, you know, meeting great friends and of course also forming amazing punk rock bands as well, man. So I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but shout out to Mark Zuckerberg.
Hell yeah.
I'll give him credit for that. And I've gotten some pretty good deals off Facebook, so he wins for that.
And we've met a lot of like international fans through Facebook.
That's
like
true.
That one Scottish
We
guy.
got a Scottish dude, we got some British people.
Didn't a British radio station put us on
I
because
think
of
a British
Facebook?
radio station played us for a little bit.
Yeah.
If you don't me ask you, what British radio station actually played you guys? Because I will admit, British individuals out there in United Kingdom, they absolutely love punk rock, man. They go absolute ape shit over it.
Yeah, they definitely helped make it.
It's Shipwrecked.
It was called Shipwrecked.
Yeah.
It was a show. If you go into our Facebook, we made a post about it. I can't remember the exact station, but it was called Shipwrecked, and the host was really cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
He shouted to us out. He found us through Bandcamp, actually. So
Right.
thank you to Bandcamp for doing that for us.
And also as well, your guys' very first performance, I actually read and I saw videos of it as well, was actually playing a packed and chaotic show under an overpass out there in Alberta early last year. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about that show. What was it like just playing a killer punk rock show under an overpass, man?
Well, we got into that show because we have some friends named Lack, thank you to Lack. And when we were starting the band, they offered us this show like months in advance. We said we'd love to do it. It was a charity drive as well, food donation and stuff. And it was really fun. First time doing like a DIY show like that for me, so it was really fun. But actually, interestingly, it was Sean's first show.
Yeah, the first show I've ever been to, and like it was the one that I played, which is pretty cool.
And I gotta ask, man, because how did you guys actually? I'm sorry. How did you guys get the sound down there too? Because I do know some overpasses are loud with the cars driving up overpass. Also, just the way the sound demographic kind of goes. Like, how did you guys really emulate a sound down there and actually put on a show?
Dude, it was tough. So we had two generators. There's a big one and a smaller one. The smaller one ran like lights and stuff because it got dark. And then the bigger one was for amping equipment. And we had the drum kit, we had an amp set up, and we had a PA. And the sound wasn't like horrendous, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could hear stuff. There was kind of monitors. But there's a train track right behind the stage. And every once in a while, like a big train would come through with a bunch of cargo, and it was so fucking loud, dude.
But it was awesome because we'd like jump and wave at it.
It's true. It was exciting.
I gotta say that sounds super fun, man. I really wish I could have the opportunity to actually attend that particular show. Because whether the train's coming by or not, man, at the end of the day, just play louder. You know, and that's what punk rock is, man. Just play louder and try to like, scream over top of the train, man.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, we try our best. Our drummer is like the loudest drummer I've met in my life. So
He's like Dave Grohl.
Exactly. It's a battle of us trying to be loud enough for him.
Yeah.
And also as well, guys, September 15th of 2023, you actually released my personal favorite song that you guys have actually released this far, and it's actually titled All Time Low. That actually dropped on More Reverb Ltd Records. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about this song, and of course, what is the story and inspiration behind it, man? Because this is such an amazing track.
For me, it was I wrote it out of my like anxiety about like the future. I wrote it at the closing years of high school, like grade 12. I didn't know what to do with my life. I had anxiety about the future. I didn't know what was in my future, if I was like ready for it, you know. So I was pretty much at an all-time low. I was very stressed out all the time. I just felt low.
And I gotta say as well, guys, I personally enjoy this song. And if individuals that might not know this song and your guys' discography, is it actually still available on streaming services to actually listen to today?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
two versions of it. There's the single version that came out with the single and the EP, and then there's an album version that just came out on their new album released recently. The only difference is the mixing and mastering is a little different on each one. The mastering of the album one sounds more akin to the album of the nothing is different, technically speaking. And then when we play it live, there's a few little differences. So if you ever get the chance to catch a live set of ours, try and pick them out.
And speaking of streaming services, guys, on DistroKid right now, you guys currently have a little contest going on, which called Playlist Spotlight, and pretty much asking individuals what song should DistroKid actually feature on a playlist. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about that contest, and of course, where can the fans actually track down this link if they don't actually know about it?
I believe you can find the link in we have a Linktree, which is in the bio of most of our stuff. And on there should be a thing that says drop us a vote. And there you can go and vote for us to get us on the different DistroKid playlists and try and make us get close to famous. Sometimes we put it on our Instagram story. I've been kind of slacking, so I'll have to do that. So put it on the Facebook again. DistroKid does a lot. Let us know if there's a nice playlist perhaps. Bandcamp's super helpful for that too.
Mm-hmm.
And also as well, June 28th of 2024, and I know you briefly just spoke about it a few moments ago, but you guys actually released your self-titled 10-track album. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us the story behind this record, and of course, where can we actually snag ourselves a hard copy if there is indeed any CDs, tapes, or vinyls currently available?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So we started the story, I guess, because that's the big part. It started, the band, when we formed the band, Sean came with a handful of songs. I had a handful of songs. We were writing. That EP came out, and we had 4 songs recorded. We had a bunch more written for the live set. And my dad knows a guy named Julius. Shout out Julius. And he went to my dad and he was like, I want to start a record label locally.
Right.
And do it on any band. And my dad was like, my son's in a band. So we met Julius and he talked to us and he went, look, if you guys pay to record an album, I'll pay to press it on vinyl and we can put it out. And so that started Sketchy Records, new Calgary label we're going to get going. And Julius did that. That's how we got the physical copy. I mean, how'd you write the songs for the album?
Well, I wrote some of them before I even joined the band. Like Wasted Summer was before I joined the band, so was All Time Low. I did write some of the songs during the band, like Wait, Civilization. I wrote that with you.
Yeah.
Like it was like a cohesive thing. Some of it, you know, like a team effort.
Tried to make the album have a cohesive story. You could loosely follow the order of it. So it starts with Wait, which we thought was the cool intro. Goes into Low, and if you follow it, it kind of goes through a cycle of emotions. We describe it like a roller coaster. It starts, kind of drops, and then comes off. Big finale, I suppose.
Yeah, which is Wasted Summer.
And for physical copies, if you go to sketchyrecords.com, it's in our Linktree as well. You can find the vinyl and CD copies there. And we're working on cassettes. If anyone's interested in cassettes, I'll try to scrounge them up. We got a bunch of them left, and the vinyls are on color.
Oh, right, mystery vinyls. So you can get them in like red and pink.
Everyone
and like
looks a little different.
Yeah.
So if you get a cool one, post it.
Even if it looks like shit, post it.
And I gotta say, guys, the one song I really enjoy off this record is actually Civilization, man. Civilization and I Can Swim. I Can't Swim, man. Those two are completely tied, man. If you actually put a gun to my head and said you have to choose one, I'd be like, man, you gotta pull the trigger because I can't choose. Like, I just can't.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Those are the two songs that we kind of wrote like
together
as a team effort. Because I think the rest of them was like someone handled the lyrics and then we kind of collaborate on the instrumental. But for those two, it was like a full band discussion. Let's add this, let's do this, we work together. So I'm really glad that they've been positively received. Sean didn't want to record Civilization. We had to push him so hard, but we managed to convince him to do it. And the guy who recorded it, Casey Lewis, said this is great. So.
Yeah.
And when you brought up Sketchy Records a few moments ago as well, I was wondering, because obviously we have a lot of DIY punk rock bands that currently listen to the station and watch these interviews as well. So I have to ask, are you guys actually looking to sign any other bands under this label? And if so, how can these bands actually go about potentially getting a deal with Sketchy Records and becoming a part of this brand new Calgary-based label?
Well, we absolutely are looking for more bands. Julius and I have been kind of discussing. We're thinking of putting a compilation together. You know, it's a little secret there. But if we're looking for bands in Calgary right now, but if there's bands listening from anywhere in the whole world, you can find Sketchy Records on Instagram, and you can find us on Instagram. Just message one of us, bring it up. We can put you in contact. We'd love to hear from more bands all over the place. It'd be really cool to have a nice community across the globe and work together. We'd really like to meet some new people.
Is he on Facebook?
I think there's a Facebook too, at least for
okay. Yeah. I'm not too
and on Sketchy.
And that's the one thing I gotta say, guys, that's the one thing I love about the punk rock community, man. Is amazing individuals like yourselves, man. The unity within punk rock is like it's something I've never seen before in any other genre of music, man. Punk rock, everyone like works together. Everyone has respect for one another. You don't honestly in other genres of music you don't see that, man. Punk rock is a very unique genre, man, and I love every aspect of it.
It's very unified, and it's comforting for like us as musicians. Cause it always feels like we have
a community behind us.
Exactly, like we're supported. It's not just us
versus the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But also, this Saturday night, August 3rd, you guys will be taking the stage at 109 7th Avenue Southwest in Calgary, Alberta, alongside Astrology Girl and Whack. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about this up-and-coming show, and of course, for individuals that are going to be in the Calgary area, where can we actually snag ourselves some last-minute tickets to come out and see the Turnarounds live in full effect?
Well, we're going to be playing the Paladino. It's a very nice smokehouse.
Yes.
Really good food.
It's our first time playing there.
It's our first time playing there. We've seen a few shows there. I remember correct.
I've seen
Nardwar playing there.
For real?
Yeah, he's on the wall. You can find tickets in our bio. If you go, there's a link to our Linktree. There's a ticket link on there. If you go to Whack or Astrology Girl, it's there too. It's gonna be a really fun, like skate punk night.
Yes.
We really encourage anyone to go. It's a really nice venue, and it'd be nice to have a group of people to say hi.
It definitely, I looked at the flyer, man, looked at the details, and it looks like a phenomenal night of punk rock music, man. There's sometimes I absolutely hate the fact that I live in Ontario, because I will admit Calgary gets all the killer punk rock shows. Meanwhile, Ontario is at the other end of the country, pretty much just waving, being like, hey, we're here too.
I mean, you guys have some pretty good bands for yourself, though.
AVM.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Some 41 is from there.
Oh, really?
Are they?
Yeah.
Sloan used to play.
Yeah, Ajax, Ontario, yeah.
Oh, there you go. I mean, Toronto has a cool scene. There's a band called the Neverminds out of there. I really like them. They're shoegaze. Yeah. Toronto's got a lot of really cool people. I wish that the gap was a lot less big so we could all hang out in there.
But I have to ask, guys, obviously we talked about your brand new album, we talked about your brand new record label, and we also talked about the show coming up this Saturday. But for individuals that might not know very much about you guys, what is next for the Turnarounds, man? Is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's interview? Anything else you guys still want to touch on, talk about a remote?
Well, we're in the process of trying to get some music videos down, and it's a little handful of money and timing, but hopefully one day it'll come true.
It's been really slow so far.
It's hard, but you have to try that stuff.
scheduling people is like awful.
Punks have like $3 collectively, so we've got like one camera maybe somewhere.
A fucking camcorder.
Other than that, we've got some shows coming up throughout the upcoming months. We're gonna try and do some stuff for Halloween, Christmas, as we're big fans of festivities.
We'll try to record by winter.
We're gonna try and hit some more stuff. We might try and jump back in the studio come winter, just because there'll be not much to do in Calgary when it gets cold. You can't touch the outside world for 8 months, so a little terrifying.
It's a hibernate.
Sean and Jordan are smart and going into school, so we might play a little less. So come and see us when you can, because it's gonna become harder.
Before we get more intelligent.
And when you said as well about the festive season and whatnot, are you guys actually have any plans to actually do a punk rock Christmas record? Because I gotta say, that'd be absolutely killer.
Would love to.
We actually joked about it before. I'm probably gonna talk to Julius about the idea of a nice Christmas comp. There used to be Christmas compilations in Calgary and ones in local bands, and they were really cool. So it'd be nice to get back going again. Anyone listening who lives in Calgary or coming through, check out Chicksmas. They do every year. You can see Chicks Make It live somewhere in Calgary. You can't miss that.
But also, guys, before we actually part ways, I do know you actually gave the social media handles previously, but for the individuals that are just chiming into the interview that might just be discovering the turnarounds right here, right now on 99.9 Punk World Radio FM, how do we go about following you guys across all social media platforms? That way we can stay updated on everything you guys currently got going on right now and, of course, in the future as well.
We go by Turnarounds Band on, we have a TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
We mostly do Instagram, though.
We do mostly Instagram. We got some funny TikToks. You can find us on Sketcher Records' website, find us on Spotify under Turnarounds. You can find us on Apple Music, really anywhere you can stream music.
Deezer.
We are on Deezer somehow. We'd love if people came through and just checked it out and tell us what you think. We love you, Ontario, as well. And thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate this opportunity.
Hey man, you're most certainly welcome, guys. Thank you so much for giving not only myself but the radio station Airways a bit of your time. Like I told you guys, I absolutely love what you guys are doing for the punk rock community. I absolutely dig your guys' music. So it was a no-brainer, man, when I discovered you guys. I'm like, I have to get the Turnarounds on 99.9 FM. Because at the end of the day, how can you have a Canadian punk rock station without the Turnarounds, man? That's criminal.
I appreciate it. We hope to be back, maybe around the time of our next album.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, definitely, guys. Well, we're connected on Instagram, so whenever the album does drop as well, definitely shoot me a link, and we'll definitely get you guys back on the radio station Airways, man. There's no doubt in my mind that's going to happen, guys. So thank you so much for your time, and when the album drops, we'll definitely make it happen. But for now, have yourselves a killer night out there in Calgary, guys.
You guys as well. Thank you so much. And have a good one, everyone listening.
You as well, guys. Thank you so much again.